What up, everybody, and welcome back to another. Well, first things first, I am your host, JP, and this is my co host, Josh.
Hey, everybody.
And welcome back to another episode of the Filmbros podcast. Listen, guys, we're here live on Twitch. Obviously, we've talked to you guys about this. So, a bit of good and bad news. One, good news, we are now on Twitch, right? Twitch.tv / Film Bros Podcast. No exclamation marks, all put together. Make sure you guys tune in for those that listen to the podcast version. For those that are in the live stream right now, links are all on top. These episodes do go out in podcast form, so if you guys want to listen to it after the fact, or you guys want to catch up, we have a bunch of episodes right now on Spotify, on Apple Podcasts, etc. But for those on the podcast side, Josh, can you let them know where they can holler at us, come talk to us, and on top of that, support us in a big way?
Well, I mean, they know that they get these episodes late. Obviously, if we're streaming now, by the time they get it, it's whatever day. So, I mean, to be part of the conversation early, again, that's Twitch at Filmbros Podcast. We'll tell you when we're live and all that on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok at Filmbros Podcast. We post when new episodes are up there too, and you can hit us up for any news or movies you want us to cover. Listen to us anywhere you get your podcast. Twitter. Why would you listen to podcasts on Twitter? Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube Music, things of that nature. Get your podcasts anywhere. We're on a bunch of sites. Check us out there. Buzzsprout, link is in those bios of the socials I just gave you. Supporters and subscribers get special perks, shout outs on episodes, things like that. And then again, subscribe to our YouTube at Filmbros Podcast and our Twitch.
Yes, and before we get into our topic, a bit of good and a bit of bad news. So, good news is we are not, for those that are listening in a podcast form, we are not just leaving you guys behind. We will have pre-recorded exclusives for our podcast lovers. We're not just going to go live and just pre-package them. We will have podcast exclusives pre-recorded.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
They will be coming out. We are in the middle of a revamping, a pivot time, if you will. If you guys seen Friends, we are pivoting. That's all we can do. And on top of that, for the bad news, you guys are losing one episode in the week. Now, you guys are probably thinking, oh, finally, now we can finally breathe with 2 episodes. Or you guys are thinking, oh, damn, now we're missing another episode during the week. Well, we still will be putting out our Tuesdays and Thursdays and Saturdays, but no Wednesday. That has to come down to our editor over here, Josh. Not putting him on blast. It's just we want you guys to have quality. And in order to get quality, he needs time. He needs time.
Basically.
I wish he was an AI, but he's not.
You couldn't do this show with me being AI, man. I'm just saying.
I mean, Bloop Blorp put it in a computer and then it spits it out like nothing.
Yeah, no, because then I mean you wouldn't get the engagement, right? You'd probably have someone that agrees with your takes.
What if like
you'd be like, oh, the Last Jedi or whatever, or the Rise of Skywalker's ass, and the AI would be like, indeed, or whatever the fuck else.
Or what if it's a sequel fan and it's like, I will annihilate you and the rest of the Star Wars hating sequels. Yeah, no Skynet, please. We're just gonna keep it with Josh, and we're gonna go ahead and just keep him. He's good. He's good at what he does, and
turning to Gordon Ramsay or anything.
He's good at what he does, and we're not gonna change it.
He's good.
He's good. I finger pinching. He's
That's
good.
Funny.
But with that, sad news, good news, all the way around. Let's go ahead and start jumping into some even worse news, depending on which side of the aisle that you're on. I hope you're on the right aisle. Danny Masterson getting sentenced to 30 years in jail for 2 counts of we can't say that word on Twitch. You can't say it, so we'll say grape. 2 counts of grape. It's not good.
You can just say
no, you can't say that word.
You can't say the word, but like I mean, sexually assault. You can't say that.
Oh, okay. I guess you could say it in a nice way.
Yeah. Because I'm not gonna dance around that word.
Well, I mean, in a way, does that word kind of like bring down the severity in a way?
Well, no, because it's still the same thing. It just, while it is a worst case of that, I guess I think
because there's assault and then there's that.
Well, no, I mean it's all sexual assault, right?
I would assume
it's all under the same umbrella.
I would just say
that shit's like extreme
different degrees or something.
Oh yeah, that's like a fucking 10.
Oh
Jesus.
Yeah. So it's a bad day to see one of the people that you grew up watching just get completely wrecked by the justice system. And, you know, I'm not going to sit here and be like, he didn't deserve it, because if they wound up finding him guilty and regardless put him behind bars, he's obviously guilty. There's no up for debate anymore. The justice system spoke and said, hey, man, you getting 30 years.
Damn.
30 years. 2 counts. Now, it's interesting because, I mean, this one's pretty cut and dry right here. This topic is pretty cut and dry because, like I said, we know that he lost. He took the L. It's a done deal.
Yeah.
Moving on to our next topic, though, the people that decided to defend him and his actions, getting tons and tons of backlash. So that is Ashton Kutcher, okay, Kurtwood Smith, Deborah Jo Rupp, and Mila Kunis, who all showed up and showed out for their boy, writing letters to the court, trying to basically help him appeal, and it opened up a whole nother can of worms. I don't know if you've been keeping up with what's been happening with this.
Not really, no. I've seen it, but I didn't do any further digging because I was just like, I'm not one to speak on it on Twitter like that, you know, like, I mean, I get heavy with Twitter, but at the same time, like, some topics I just don't address, and this one's kind of weird.
It's weird. It's weird indeed. It's weirder that a lot of people are turning on Ashton Kutcher, Mila Kunis.
I thought so.
And all
that was one way I was looking at it too. I was like, damn, like, really? Like they've said some outlandish stuff before, but this is the icing on the cake.
I think so. And that's because apparently, like I said, Deborah Jo Rupp, Kurt Smith, Ashton Kutcher, Mila Kunis, they were all on that 70s show. Deborah Jo Rupp, she was the mom, Kurt Smith was the dad, and then you had Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis, where they were the love interests and all that. They came out. I'm not going to read the whole thing. If you guys are trying to look for the full letters, I tried. So you guys go ahead and give it a shot all you want. But apparently in Kutcher's letter, he said that Danny was a role model, consistently been an excellent one, and a tribute to not falling into the typical Hollywood life of drugs directly to Danny. So he attributes Ashton Kutcher attributes the fact that he didn't fall into that Hollywood cycle to Danny Masterson. They keep going about his generosity. Kunis said, talked about, I guess, the first time meeting Danny during our time working together on that 70 show. And from the beginning, I could sense his innate goodness and genuine nature throughout our time together. Danny has proven to be an amazing friend, confident, and above all, an outstanding older brother figure to me. His caring nature and ability to offer guidance have been instrumental in my growth, both personally and professionally. Goes on to read Kurtwood Smith's saying that their friendship revolved around work, that he was a tad older and much more experienced, and he took the position seriously during the 8 years we did the show. Deborah Jo Rupp said that he's very liked and respected, and it goes on and on. There's more to read. It's just, there's no point because it didn't do anything. There's no point in reading it because it didn't do anything. But they went out of their way to write full-on letters to the judge, and the judge still said, yeah, no, he did this shit. Now the letters, they may not be too surprising to you. Obviously, you're gonna have people stand up for you, and you know, who believe in you and who honestly don't think that you did it, right? You've seen that happen with Johnny Depp, Amber Heard, right? Everybody was on Johnny's side. Everybody hated Amber Heard. But in quick fashion, Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis decided to put out an apology video, apologizing for defending Danny Masterson for everything that happened. Before I play this video, I want to hear your thoughts, because I feel like I've been kind of speeding through these topics, but it's kind of to paint this picture that I'm hoping to paint a picture that not everybody's bad, but at the same time, after this video came out where Ashton and Mila basically apologized, I haven't seen the video.
Okay.
I've only read comments about it. I haven't seen the full video. I don't know why I didn't. Why do you feel like they should apologize for defending their friend? Or do you feel like that's something that should be happening?
I am not too sure about an apology video. I mean, it depends on when they sent in those letters. You know what I mean? I think it depends on that, because obviously, if it's before he was given the verdict or whatever, then they were trying to like highlight their friend or whatever to hype him up and be like, hey, you know, he's actually a really good guy. You know, whatever he did, if he did it, that, like, you know, just consider these traits and what we think of him and, whatever else. I don't know. Obviously, that's a real biased thing, and the judge can totally dismiss that and be like, oh, it's noble that they want to come out, but the law is the law type shit, and she has to make a sentence.
He going to jail.
Well, I mean, basically, it's not like you're going to get four sob letters and then be like, oh, no, he is a good person, and then he gets to walk, because then that's a whole different scenario.
That'd be bad.
Yeah. But, I mean, I'm not too sure an apology is warranted. I do know the internet likes to run with things, and once they get their hands on something, they just run.
Yeah, it's true. So I'm going to let you hear the apology video, and we'll judge for ourselves how genuine it is.
We are aware of the pain that has been caused by the character letters that we wrote on behalf of Danny Masterson.
We support victims. We have done this historically through our work and will continue to do so in the future.
A couple months ago, Danny's family reached out to us and they asked us to write character letters to represent the person that we knew for 25 years so that the judge could take that into full consideration relative to the sentencing.
The letters were not written to question the legitimacy of the judicial system or the validity of the jury's ruling.
They were intended for the judge to read and not to undermine the testimony of the victims or re-traumatize them in any way. We would never want to do that. And we're sorry if that has taken place.
Our heart goes out to every single person who's ever been a victim of sexual assault, sexual abuse, or rape.
Exactly. See, so I mean, kind of on the money. I honestly don't think an apology was warranted, but people are just gonna run with it like, oh, they're just missing what he did or whatever. But that wasn't the case. If someone I knew, I guess is the best way to put it, is like they ended up doing something like this. They have serious allegations, and their family members were just like, hey, can you maybe help by highlighting the good person he was? Like, yeah, you can do that, but the judge overall still has a say. And again, I don't think they were dismissing all of it either. It's not like, hey, he couldn't have done this because I knew him as this.
Yeah,
like that's. But again, the internet's a crazy place.
Character letters are just to hopefully shed a light and say this man is good. It's not really to sway the jury in any shape, form, or way.
There's no way.
My thing is though, and I can kind of understand where. Oh, thanks for the follow, Ember Kester. Yeah, crazy name. They just sounded too PR-y for me. That was the only thing. Ashton Kutcher looked like he just woke up and was like, damn, I gotta fucking record this now. And Mila Kunis sounded like she's trying to put some effort into it. But Ashton Kutcher's just like, I ain't fucking with this at all. Like, I ain't gotta apologize in the first place. And I think the lack of, like, empathy in this video is what caused people to be like, well, they never cared. And now they're over here bringing up a bunch of old stuff where Mila Kunis is, I guess, coming out in an older video that surfaced saying that Danny Masterson dared Ashton Kutcher, who was 18 or 19 at the time, to kiss 14-year-old Mila Kunis. And that's what kind of made it written into the script. And then you also got this video that's resurfacing where Mila Kunis is like making out with this younger guy as well, and I don't know, a bunch of these videos are surfacing up from these two, and this is all because of these character letters and I don't want to get flagged for, like, obviously child anything or any kind of sexual assault thing. That's why I didn't pull up any of those videos. So if you guys want to check them out, they're on the internet. You can literally look it up on Twitter. It's easy.
For an era of time that wasn't documented and rarely has videos, there's a lot of these old videos of these celebrities just fucking shit up.
The thing is that before, when the videos were like coming up and people were recording, it wasn't a big thing, so it was easier to hide. Tapes get hidden all the time. They never come out until somebody needs it to come out.
Yeah.
Nowadays, it's the same thing, except now we have leaks and hackers who can, get into people's phones and shit. I'm surprised that Dylan Dennis photo hasn't leaked yet. The one that he's like, oh, this is gonna ruin Logan Paul's whole relationship, whatever. I'm surprised somebody hasn't hacked his phone and leaked that shit yet. That's eventually gonna come out. But in that era, it was easier to hide. Nowadays, it's not, and they will find it. People will easily Google search and YouTube it, and they will find it. People will find it.
Yeah, I believe it. It's but yeah, no, I agree that the video did sound kind of scripted. You know what I mean? Like she was using really big words, and I was kind of like, well, damn, ain't no way. It's 7 a.m. Ain't no way.
They look like they just literally rolled out of bed and they're like, "Fuck, man, our phone is blowing up, bro. We gotta address this right now." I mean, it's quicker than what Selena Gomez did, but that's about it.
She came out with an apology already.
No, she hasn't.
No,
Nothing
yeah,
yet.
I thought you had something right there, but yeah, no. It does sound very manufactured, which is a real problem. Like why do they have to rely on these kinds of things? Maybe it's because they were trying to find the best words. Maybe this isn't a PR thing and they're really just trying to like get it correct, you know? So maybe they went through drafts of writing this fucking script or whatever to say an apology. But why can't you just do this shit, sound apologetic? Like, remember the video that was surfacing of Travis Scott after his whole concert ordeal?
Oh yeah, and he was just looking at the camera. He's like, "Oh man,
he's like, man, I'm sorry," or whatever. And he wasn't even looking at the video. He was just rubbing his face the whole damn time. I don't know. Obviously, we don't want you crying because that I think that's also weakness. I think the internet will eat that shit out. But
I wasn't say cry, but I would say show a little conviction. At least Mila Kunis was kind of like, "We are so sorry," like we are so sorry. But Ashton Kutcher was just like, "Yeah, well, you know, we just wrote a letter."
Yeah.
We wrote a letter hoping to help somebody out, and it just backfired on us 110%. You can't. No good deed goes unpunished. Apparently,
I believe it. I don't know. It does sound fake. You're right, and I don't know. Can we get behind an apology video? I didn't think it was needed. Their
publicist behind the camera.
Damn, that's crazy. That's messed up. Damn, man. But yeah, I don't know. I really think
you support victims. You always have, and you always will. All right, look away and then look back again. Makes it look a little bit fresher. And 3, 2, 1, go.
We support victims. We have done this historically through our work and will continue to do so in the future.
Not bad. Sounds a bit formal, Mia. Okay, and also stop pouting your lips, love. This is an apology video, not an audition. Now, there's a lot of long words in this one, so I'm going to hold up a little placard for you to read. All right, love. Now, look away and back, and 3, 2, 1, go.
The letters were not written to question the legitimacy of the judicial system or the validity of the jury's ruling.
That's cold.
Sounded a little bit rehearsed, Mia, okay? Wrap things up with your heart goes out to all the victims of sexual abuse and all that. Lots of shaking of the head, close your eyes, lots of emotion. And looking back on me in 3, 2, 1, go.
Our heart goes out to every single person who's ever been a victim of sexual assault, sexual abuse.
The internet can't have shit.
There's
no way.
The internet wins all the time, and that was Steven's voiceovers. They were just apparently cueing. The PR team was cueing her to speak and when not to speak. Yeah, the comments are not friendly. Why does celebrities try to look as rough as possible when making apology videos? I don't think that's part of the bit. I think they actually just look tired. They tired of all the shit on the internet. I don't know, man. It's a funny ordeal, or I think it's hilarious with this video. Obviously, the Danny Masterson stuff is not funny. I think that should be taken seriously, and I think it was dealt with as seriously as it could. I think at this point, this is just the internet ridiculing these guys, and it'll blow over eventually. Yeah, when they got nothing better to do, it'll blow over basically. And I think the internet right now is so dry because of the strikes and everything that it's just, what can we get our hands on at this point? Yeah, basically. But obviously, speaking of the strike, it sounds like it's about to get messier. Time to batten down the hatches, Josh. And this is what I was telling you, man. This is what I was telling you. I didn't want it to happen, but you're the one who advocated for the waivers. You're the one who said that people should get their bag. They should. Now we got motherfuckers like Drew Barrymore not giving a fuck about the picket line anymore. Well, I mean, if I'm being honest, Drew Barrymore gonna get what's coming to her, because I did see this. Did you? Okay, so just to give you guys out there in the podcast world some context. So Drew Barrymore says that she's planning to resume her Drew Barrymore morning talk show host without the writers. She put in a statement on Instagram saying that the season ended on April 20th before the writer's strike began. Now the talk show will begin airing again on September 18th without WGA writers there to help create things like the opening monologue, interview questions, and jokes. The show will not be performing any writing work covered by the WGA strike, a spokesperson at CBS Media Ventures told the Los Angeles Times. The Writers Guild tweeted out, the @Drew Barrymore TV show is a WGA covered struck show that is planning to return without its writers. The guild has and will continue to picket struck shows that are in production during the strike. any writing on the Drew Barrymore show is in violation of the WGA strike rules. Drew Barrymore took to Instagram and said, I own this choice. We are in compliance with not discussing or promoting film and television that is struck of any kind. I want to be there to provide what writers do so well, which is a way to bring us together and help us make sense of the human experience. I hope for a resolve for everyone as soon as possible, says Drew Barrymore. And that's basically the end of it. She says, I'm going to do it anyways. I got to do what's good for me and me only. I got to do what's good for me, my boy. That's what she says.
Well, I guess, good for her. I think we are going to see in real time what having no writers and no actors is going to do to your show.
So she's technically not she's not part of the Writers Guild at all. So she's just she would just be technically a SAG-AFTRA actress acting, or is it spokesperson or TV show? Is that different? Would that still fall under that category? I would assume.
Oh no, if it's morning news like Ellen, no, she's not an actress.
No, because the talk show. Oh, there you go. Right. So the talk shows, they said they stopped. Even Jimmy Fallon, Jimmy Kimmel, with the writers as soon as they struck. They didn't even wait for the SAG-AFTRA stuff.
Yeah.
So she can do this legally without getting like hurt or anything. She's basically walking the fine line because she's not a writer, so she could write her own material if she wants. She's just she's just a TV show whatever. She is an actress, but she's not doing the TV show in actress capacity. And if they're gonna not talk about films or anything, then that means that she's only gonna talk about life stuff.
That's gonna
like
suck.
Women gossip and shit.
That is gonna be ass. Like I don't know what her show consists of. Other than you never
been to a hospital before?
What? What?
You never been to a hospital before?
What does that have to do with watching her show?
I swear they always play the Drew Barrymore show at a hospital. I've never been to the hospital not one time and not seen the Drew Barrymore show.
That's a weird consistency you made.
I'm just saying.
I don't think
5 years later, 10 years later, it don't matter. Hospital, boom, Drew Barrymore show. I don't know.
Because I see the clip that she had with Keanu, and that was about it. But damn, oh boy, this show is gonna suck. If it didn't suck before.
Let's be honest. The Drew Barrymore show basically consisted of that. Maybe once in a while she'll have guest stars like people from The Voice and everything, and to promote TV shows
and stuff like that.
Yeah, she would have actors on there as well, and they would talk a little bit, but they weren't as heavy on there as they were on like Jimmy Fallon or Jimmy Kimmel, like the more popular shows. I think she's more of a morning, like during the week time show kind of thing, show person. And I think a lot of her audience, her core audience, is women who listen and talk amongst them and listen to her and shit like that. So I think she could possibly survive. Obviously, it's not in your lane unless you watch Drew Barrymore on the low and you're just faking it right now.
Hell no. I don't even. I'd rather bring back SNL before bring back Drew Barrymore. But good luck to her. I really don't know what to make of this. I think this is going to tank hard. I don't have faith in this show surviving like this. She's going to get what's coming at her.
Now, I know what you're thinking, Josh. I know what you're thinking. Oh, the Drew Barrymore show going to go ahead and try to do something on her own? How is that needing to batten down the hatches? How is that so bad with the WGA strike? I know you're thinking that, right?
Kind of.
You're just like, Drew Barrymore show.
Yeah, totally. That's exactly what was going on.
Yeah, okay. Well, because it's even getting messier. Because we have NBC Universal Studio Group, okay, suspending any kind of work with $7 Production, that's Dwayne Johnson's production company, and with Lenore Michaels' production company. This week, the studios basically went up to their partners and said, "Hey, we need scripts. We need scripts. We need actors. We need film. Give it to us." They're in compliance with the WGA. They cannot give any scripts. They cannot give any writing. They cannot give anything to these studios. So they say, no, we're on strike. And the studios say, if you're not going to give us our writers, or you're not going to give us our script, we are suspending ties with you and we're not doing business with you. So now we're getting to the point where relationships are getting damaged because now it's the union saying that we got to be on strike and we cannot deliver this product to you.
God damn. It's only getting worse.
I'm beginning to get to the point where I'm thinking that nobody's gonna win. I think the studios can hold out. I think they're no. And I'm not. Look, I'm not trying. I'm being realistic. I'm not being like trying to be on the studio side. But realistically speaking, the studios can hold out longer than these actors and writers can.
Nah, man. They're manufactured robots. The actors and the writers know they have people on their side. And the people always win. I don't see the outcome where these studios take this W.
Well, I guess we'll keep going then, because Dr. Phil's deal with CBS Studios is also being suspended yet again due to the strike because of the fact that he is unwilling.
Is he a real doctor?
I don't know. He probably got a PhD.
He got a PhD and he's doing talk shows and stuff? Like, is he a real doctor?
I mean, it's not hard to get a PhD. You never had a teacher that was in class that was like, oh, I have my PhD. You're going to address me as doctor.
Well, I don't think I've had that, but I was really confused by what you just said right there.
Wait, what?
It's not hard to get a PhD.
I wouldn't assume it's hard to get a PhD.
You got to go to like a prestigious school for that, don't you?
Yeah, but
you can't just print it out.
I assume
I'm a doctor now.
I assume, correct me if I'm wrong, I assume you just got to know somebody.
What, huh?
Like,
I don't think...
Like, I feel like they all are in groups and they know somebody. A doctor knows another doctor that helps them become doctors. I don't feel like they just do it on their own. I don't know. That's besides the point.
I think you're discrediting hella doctors
you know what?
the world right now.
And if I am, you know what? They play Drew Barrymore at the fucking hospitals all the damn time.
No,
they deserve... How do they have PhDs, but yet they play Drew Barrymore? I'm over there, broken leg and all.
Put on some WWE.
Please. Please. So obviously this is another Kingdom business. Devon Franklin and Dynasty Liz Wawinski's production companies were also impacted. That comes with shows Flamin' Hot, Dynasty. They said that apparently CBS told the Wrap that they're willing to pay the assistants and people that are working at CBS's salary up until the end of 2023 or until the strike is over, whichever one comes first.
2023, obviously.
I hope not.
Man, Dr. Phil, I pray for you only because I know I've
Drew
seen...
Baby.
What?
Drew
What
Baby.
the fuck was that?
Drew Baby.
What is that?
Drew Baby.
You can't keep saying that. What is that?
You never seen that movie?
No.
What's that? Uncle Drew?
Oh yeah.
Drew Baby.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Where he's like, hold my nuts. And he's like, hold your what?
Yeah.
Okay. But damn, pray for you, Dr. Phil. I'm not too sure. I'm sure you'll bounce back. Maybe if you're a real doctor, you can go back into your practice and stop making fun of these mentally ill people.
Making fun?
I mean, they put them on a pedestal in the middle of America, so yeah, I would assume it's a form of like making fun.
He is there to help them.
Yeah,
He's
but does it really work?
It
How do you
like,
know?
It sounds like you're discrediting his doctorism.
No, I mean, how do you know he's a real doctor? You just assumed, and then made fun of every doctor in the world.
Along with them at one time? Sure. Knock multiple birds off with the one stone.
Well, I mean, again, that'll be fine.
I'm about to Google this shit.
That'll be fine. I'm sure he'll be fine.
Is Dr. Phil
a real doctor?
A real doctor. Right here. Phil is not a doctor.
Damn!
Yeah, I told you it was easy. You just put a doctor in the front of your name and you're done. It's crazy. But he plays one on TV.
Oh,
Dr. Phil has the cachet of the doctor moniker at the front of his name, even though he holds a doctorate in physicology and is not a licensed physiologist.
So he has it, but he's not licensed?
Yeah.
Does that make him an actor?
No, I think at one point he was a doctor and he just never renewed it. He's just like, I'm on TV.
Oh, so he's like the white version of
Steve Harvey?
Steve Harvey.
Elaborate. Is it because they're both bald and they have mustaches, or?
Well, no. I mean,
it's just one's black and white.
No, they're just like TV personalities.
It's bigger than black and white.
Yeah, obviously, but they're just TV personalities. They don't really do anything other than be on TV.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Well, Steve Harvey used to be on multiple hit shows. He used to be an actor.
Well, no. I mean, he used to be on TV shows.
Yeah.
Well, I know he had his show, his Nickelodeon one, I think. Nick at Night one.
The Steve Harvey show?
Yeah.
He actually had his own show.
Yes.
And he was on multiple other shows. He used to be like the guest star. He used to be all over the place. He used to do a lot of acting.
Yeah, but
so
now,
he's not just a talentless hack.
Well, now he is. I mean,
what? He's on that one show.
What?
That's that one show.
All
the
you
game
did
show.
All you did was snap and then give me jazz hands. What was that?
The game show. What's the game show?
Family Feud.
Family Feud.
Oh yeah,
and they say some out of pocket shit, and he's just like, Lord.
Actually, I watch those clips. I find them hilarious.
That's what I'm saying.
He's just, what is he?
I don't see you looking at Dr. Phil clips.
Well, because I can't stand the people he interviews on on those shows.
Did you see the one where it's like, I guess, oh man, it was like super funny. It was like, I don't know if I can say it on Twitch. Never mind.
No. Give a PG or PG-13. Where it's like, but I like the one where he's like, Steve Harvey's like, what would you do? What would you have your wife do or whatever? And he's like, do to your face, and one of them's like, sit on it. He's like, yes, sit on it. He points to the thing and he's like, it's up there or whatever.
Yeah.
That shit was funny. But, I mean, I'm sure he'll bounce back, Dr. Phil. And Steve Harvey has hella shows now. That's what I'm saying. He like, hosts like 3 different shows right now.
Is that still in session too? Does he have writers on there?
Probably not. I don't think so.
What is it called? Family Feud?
Well, it's Family Feud is scripted? I don't think so.
It's taking out names of charity. Each episode is okay. So yeah, it is. So it's playing out right now because it's all pre-recorded, but it's on strike too.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
So there's a season out right now that I guess is running through the summer. So it should be done at the summer, and they just can't record it anymore.
Oh, okay.
Because he's technically an actor.
Fair enough.
That's crazy.
But damn, I don't know. Half of these people will bounce back. They will be fine. They've been on TV long enough. They'll find their way. As I really think the actors and stuff can hold out longer than the studios and all that can.
I think, well, studios can get loans.
That's only a temporary fix.
And I mean,
it's like sticking duct tape on a boat and be like, all right, we'll sell for a little bit. We still got water in this bitch. We'll be all right.
What if like the studios just say fuck them and just starts printing scripts? Listen, hold on. Wait. Listen. Starts printing scripts. Starts hiring scab actors. Okay. Hopefully they're good. I don't know. Maybe starts hiring from the UK where they don't even need a guild or anything like that.
Half our actors are already British.
Yeah, but they're here in America, so it's different. They're with the American Guild. There's no guild in the UK, so they can get actors from over there. What if they're just like, fuck them?
Who needs them? Damn, that's crazy. They're still out there. It's been a minute. 2024 now. We got shit to do. I'll be damned if my superheroes are played by British people. Let me tell you.
I was gonna do an accent. I didn't feel like it was gonna come out British. I thought it was gonna come out Aussie, so I didn't do it. But
oi, bruv, I'm Batman.
I'm gonna beat you with my fist, ain't it? Oh, in it.
Where the Joker, the bloke. I don't know.
Aquaman's gonna be like, "Is a water." No, man. I don't know what they're gonna do. You could be right. They could all be fine. This can all just brush away in the wind, and this, eventually they're gonna all come down and shake hands and everything. But I just think at this point in time, with how everything's kind of like working out, it just seems to me that they don't have the leverage, and it seems to me like the studios are not gonna budge unless they get what they want. Now I'm too young to know what happened in the 07 and 06 strike that happened.
Yeah.
But I'm assuming there was some kind of like folding on somebody's side, and I don't think it was the studios. When they're the ones who have the money and they're the bargaining power is different, and they can easily, like I said, they can say what I said, easily just hire new actors from a different spot and completely just make scripts and keep moving forward. Obviously, it's going to be a big slap to all the actors that that are out there, and eventually they're just going to start signing contracts and coming back. It's not even going to be a scab. They're just going to be like, "Oh, we tried."
Like, damn, we might as well. That's funny.
Oh, you're a writer? That's crazy.
That is, I don't know. The optimist says that they will hold out. The people will take this one, and I'm all for that.
I'm hoping. That's my optimism side, but I gotta play at this point. What are we? 4 months in already?
Something like that, yeah.
5 months now that we're in September, right? Because it happened in May.
I think
May, June,
they're
July,
ahead
August,
of the
September.
actors strike by like a month, yeah.
September, yeah. 5 months for them, 4 months for the other one. So they've already been close to half a year on strike. Close. Mm-hmm. Like I said, they have enough to hold out till the holidays at least. And are the writers gonna be cold and homeless during the Christmas time? Like, what the fuck? Like, are these studios really not gonna give them a Christmas miracle? Like, it's getting close. Halloween's coming up pretty soon. After that, we got Thanksgiving, then my birthday, and then we got Christmas.
They just shoved that in there. But I don't know, man. I think they can hold out. I think they got this in the bag.
I think we should get our picket signs to get up out there.
What are we going to do out there?
We're going to be like, the Krusty Krab is unfair.
Mr. Krabs in there. Something to something oppression. I mean, I don't know, dude. I really think we'll hold out. If the actors fold, shit, I lost hope in humanity because there's no way. They have to have enough people behind them. I mean, they're the people that make their movies. Sure, the companies are scumbags, but we need them to make the movies. And I think it's gonna hurt them longer to prolong movies and push them back and stuff, hold up production because they still have to pay those people, the ones not on strike, like the makeup artists and all them. And then they have to pay for protection costs, still hold them back, and eventually they'll start losing more than what they have. Zaslav, Disney, so on and so forth. The only thing I can say that like negatively impacts my positive view is that I won't have my stuff, but that's selfish, and I can admit that.
Oh, yeah, man, that is kind of selfish. And at least you're gonna get Aquaman.
Man, I don't want that shit.
You always have the Flash.
I don't want that either.
No, Volume 3.
Jesus, why are you?
Look, man, I'm trying to give you
You're giving me garbage.
I would have said Dune, but it's not coming out this year.
Yeah, no.
What is it, Dune?
I'm not. No, you're choosing movies I'm not gonna watch.
Asteroid City?
God.
No. Oh.
Maybe. Maybe that one gets a pass. It was actually really good. Maybe I'll get high and watch it. Maybe I'll unlock the key to life or something. Oh. That's the alien. Oh.
Oh, man. So that's insane. That's crazy. Like I said, I still stand with the WGA. We obviously stand with the WGA with SAG-AFTRA.
As soon as we don't, that profile picture is changing, and I'm going to feel very bad about doing that.
But why would we stop?
That's what I'm saying. We won't. But if we ever did, it would change.
They say right now, the strike is over. AI wins. We're going to use AI. The writer stops. But you get to restore the Snyderverse and get rid of James Gunn's DCU. Are you taking that deal?
Listen,
are you taking that deal?
Listen,
the fate of the WGA strike is in your hands. Would you take that deal?
Good luck, writers and actors. I don't.
Oh no!
You folded so fast.
Would this man put his hatred for James Gunn to the side for the better of the people? Fuck no. Check the next box.
I think as a society we have to move forward, but not with my Zack Snyder's Justice League. We'll be all right.
Oh man, I think that was wrong. I think I should roll up this newspaper and just smack you on the head because I think that was wrong.
It's all hypothetical, obviously. I mean, no one's gonna come up to me with that decision. If they did, I'd question them, and then whatever decision falls afterward.
And then that's crazy. I asked them if he was sure.
Like deadass? You mean deadass asshole? Like
got the pen. Click, 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 click. Dude.
It's spinoffs too. Like we counted.
Get that Batfleck movie in.
No James Gunn though, right? Like I don't want to see him in our studio. Nothing like that. He's just like he's out, and I'll be like, damn, that's a good way to sweeten the deal.
They're gonna be like, but Peter Safran stays. We can't do it. We can't do it.
I'll be like, all right, just let Zach get creative control at that point. Let him push papers.
Damn. Either which way, like I said, we stand with him. It's getting messy. We're gonna have to just deal with it a little bit longer. Hopefully.
Pray for Dr. Phil.
What about Dwayne Johnson? He'll be alright.
He's a billionaire.
Yeah, he'll be alright.
You know what? Actually, speaking of Dwayne, they put his show Ballers on Netflix, and I've been seeing clips of it on TikTok, and I've been really interested. I wanted to check that show out.
Ballers. I mean, check it out. I've seen I want to say at my old job, I used to play a lot, and I watched it because I would just, I'd be there. Some things was good, but I think I was just jumping into the middle of the seasons that I didn't.
You didn't get full context.
Yeah, I didn't get full context on them.
Yeah, no, because I'm not getting full context either. And you know how TikTok likes to play like only the good drama stuff, I guess.
Yeah.
Just for clicks and whatnot. I fought for it, obviously, but like it very much piques my interest because I low key want to check it out.
You should check out that Little Rock.
I don't know where to watch that one.
NBC Peacock.
Oh, okay. Nah, I don't think so.
You wouldn't be down for Little Rock?
No.
Why?
I think that one because maybe it's because it's newer Rock and not older Rock, and I think older Rock probably had a little better chops than he does now. So I think Ballers might be perfect.
Okay. Does he have hair in Ballers?
No,
he's still bald.
He's bald.
I think he did Ballers when he was like coming hot off like Fast 5 and all that.
Yeah,
like
I'm pretty sure
started making that show then.
Yeah.
That's an HBO one, right?
I think so. I think that one and 50 Cent's Power was coming out at the same time.
Yeah, because it was coming out on Stars.
Yeah,
I remember. Cable. You guys remember Cable?
No,
back in the day.
Yeah, I remember Cable.
You don't remember Cable?
Yeah, I do.
Much.
I remember commercials. I remember Bright House, and then
Wow.
I remember On Demand. Crazy.
On Demand was crazy.
It was very crazy. You paid an extra few dollars to get whatever show you wanted there. Now these money hungry streaming services do that shit too.
Man, they bootleg. People be getting bootlegged stuff now.
They bootleg stuff.
You can
You'll
easily
be a pirate now.
Does those codes, you know, when they're like, oh, use this Netflix code to get these movies unlocked or whatever, blah, blah, blah. Does that ever work? Is that a real thing?
I think you need a VPN for that.
That's what it is, a VPN.
You need a whole different VPN connected to it.
Because it goes to different places, huh?
The other part of the world to get that. So you can get Europe's Netflix, but you need a VPN. I guess Europe's Netflix is 10 times better because they get movies like Spider-Man and all that. I'm like, we got Spider-Man on it now.
We got Spider-Man. We got it on Disney Plus.
Yeah, we do. Yeah.
Moving on, though. So we did talk and discuss that there was rumors that the director of The Last of Us had somebody in mind. Shannon Barry, she was in The Wilds. I'm actually watching that show. It's actually pretty good. I don't think you'll like it. That
at least you're honest about it.
Yeah. It's more of a. I've been watching it with Julie, and it's more of a like a girly show, okay. I think. But I think it's really cool because they are stranded and shit. So it's interesting, but to be honest, I think you
not my cup of tea.
Yeah, I think you'd like shit on the acting, and I'd be mad at you because I'm still in the illusion.
you like shit acting?
Yeah, sometimes. I think some of them are good, but I've been noticing a trend, and I don't want to like spoil it for anybody that wants to watch it. But I've been noticing a trend that the worst actors aren't making it. So
that's fair.
So I mean, they're
like, damn, this fool's ass. Kill him in the next episode.
Right, just writes them off. They're like, you can act. All right, we're gonna put you to the
we'll
top.
Be all right. Actually, you get to kill the bad actor. No.
Yeah, basically. So, but apparently it wasn't just Shannon Barry as one of the top actors, but apparently before the strikes had happened, that Florence Pugh was actually approached.
I'm with it.
And asked.
Sign me up immediately.
She looks like her. I think she looks more like her than the other girl. To be honest,
I want this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it because of Florence Pugh?
Yeah.
You dirty dog.
Wait, what? You want me to lie? It's obviously for her. I think
But you haven't even played the game. You don't even know what her role is or what she does.
Well, no.
And I can't tell you because you never played the game.
Well, no, but she looks just like the chick, and I can get behind that. We know she can act. We know she looks like the lady. Just sign her up.
That's assuming that she's not booked up when the strike's over. And that's assuming that the strike is going to be over.
That's true.
So that's another thing, too.
Yeah, that's true. I know what I just said, but damn. But yeah, no. I think...
I also second your motion, but I just, you went full on the pedal, like full on, and I was just like slowly like toe touching it,
No. We full send it around here. We don't...
With Florence Pugh, maybe, but I still got to watch Oppenheimer before I make a decision.
I heard you did really good there.
Yeah, but there's a certain scene I got to check out first.
What? You call me the dirty dog? I think I can see this. I think she could play that I'm assuming badass survivalist.
I can't tell you.
Wait, you can't not without spoiling obviously the story.
Yeah.
What's her character like?
I'd say badass survivalist.
Yeah. See, damn, you got. I
guess the best way to sum it up.
Yeah, no.
I just didn't want to go too far.
Well, no, because I think I walked in when you were playing, and I mean, unless that wasn't her. With the shotgun that you were rocking, that you were like, oh, like you can actually blow people's heads off or whatever.
Yeah, that was her.
Yeah, see, she looked kind of like her, so yeah. I can get behind that.
Pretty ripped. She's pretty muscular. Yeah, she keeps in shape and shit. It's pretty good. I think she would be good, but she would have to start working out now. Have you seen an updated picture of the kid that's going to be playing Superman?
No.
He got ripped.
Did he?
Yeah, even though the strike's going on, he's been working out, so he's just been waiting to get back on.
He's just like, I'm going to be the greatest fucking Superman.
Hey, man, don't be jealous, bro. He does look ripped. You haven't seen the picture?
No, I haven't seen him.
Let me see if I can pull it up. What's his name again?
I don't know.
I
don't remember. Shit.
David Cornsweat.
Yeah. Corn Sweat, whatever his name is.
Yeah, there was a...
Homie Sweats Corn.
A Sweats Corn?
Homie Sweats Corn.
Why are you jumping on his neck top for?
Oh, you don't think she needs to get muscular? You don't think that's a thing?
I think Florence Pugh does need to get muscular, but that's what I'm saying. I would think that she would have to start putting some mass on now if she was going to do it by the time the strike's over. And like I said, that's assuming that she is gonna get the role when she gets it over. I don't think she needs to.
That's what I'm saying.
Buffing up.
I don't know
because she has good shoulders. Oh no, I was looking up David Cornsweat. Because she has good shoulders. Yeah, looking at her shoulders here, she got some decent shoulders. But I mean, Julie, you've seen her character in the game. You know that she has to be like completely like kind of ripped, just a little bit, right?
A little bit more, maybe a little bit more defined than what she was, and like obviously, in any other movie.
Yeah, she's a lot skinnier in other movies, but I can't find a picture. When I find it, I'll show it to you.
Oh, yeah, maybe not beefy, but like toned. I think a nice tone could work.
Yeah, she's like a man. Scary. Yeah,
Damn.
basically, she gets pretty stocky in the game.
Oh, okay.
Like I said, you got to play the game because there's a certain scene that you have to see, but until you get there, I guess.
I'm scared, man.
Why are you scared, bro?
Because the first one scared the shit out of me.
The game?
Yeah.
Like the jump scares and shit?
Yeah, you didn't find the first one scary when you first played it?
Yeah, but I'm not a fucking... No,
This is fucking...
you like how I bleep myself?
This is stupid. No.
Um...
No, I hope the whole
That-
second season gets
Stop. That scene is nasty. Yeah. Well, I had to play the game twice so I could show her the scene that I'm talking about. I had to go back around and
Damn.
she was like, "What?" But yeah, it's worth a watch and it's worth a play.
Okay.
Sheesh. But I thought the first game was scary, but it wasn't like oh, I'm never gonna play the games again type shit. You know what I mean? I thought it was like I guess I love horror, so it's gonna be something that.
Well, no, I'm not saying I'm never gonna play it. It still scares me, man. Like the jump scares and stuff get me. Even when I hear a clicker and I'm just like, oh fuck.
You just turn around and start.
I'm like, do I have enough ammo? Reload. Like,
damn. And then you gotta like conserve ammo too.
Yeah. Like you gotta one tap them, otherwise you're screwed, basically.
Yeah. But you gotta play the game.
I will.
You're taking way too long.
I will. I'm sure I have time. The strike ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, but you should have played that game a long time ago. Why you lacking, bro?
Because I low key want the preference of being able to watch it with no strings attached.
So you're waiting to watch the show and then play the game?
Well, no. I mean, it depends on what comes first, and it looks like I'm gonna be playing the game first. Because that's one of the things I was mad jealous about. With people watching the first season, they were like, "Oh, I never played the game, but the first season is like really good." And I was like, "You're lucky then, because I would have loved to have that experience
where you'd never seen the game." And
you just watch the show.
But why? When you can be in the know?
I don't know. It's just a fresher look. I feel.
Well, I like that too, but if that's the case, if they're gonna change stuff, that's fine, but it better be justified from deterring from the original source. Like the beginning of the game. Or the beginning of the game and the beginning of the show, they tweak some things, but ultimately it panned out to be the same thing. The second episode with the guys or whatever, or the third one with the guys, they changed it for the better, so it worked out. And then there's some things that they changed for the worse that didn't work out. So if they're gonna, it's cool to be able to compare. I think it's nice, especially with maybe you don't see it that way, because I always love seeing compare videos, and I love seeing kind of like what I told you with the director's cut and everything. I like watching the theatrical cut and then watching the director's cut, because I like to see what changed, how big were the changes. Sometimes the changes are just in editing, you know what I mean, where a few edits and music can
complete thing,
basically. So it's nice. But I guess you're one of those people that would like to have a fresh sip of water whenever you can.
Well, yeah. I mean, because I think that's a nice way to look at it. And if I could, I would have. That's why I'm having that real debate. Because I knew people that were like, nah, man, I didn't get to play the game, but this is a fresh experience. And I was like, damn, you're lucky. And if I could have had that experience, I would have. But no, I'm cultured, so it's different.
Okay. So when are you gonna get around to playing the game? Today? Tomorrow? Not today. We gotta play Rocket League
today.
Probably.
I don't know. I'll see what it comes down to. Because I mean, remember I almost bought it for $20. So
you could get it for free.
No, but I mean, remember I almost had it from when we went to Walmart.
But you could get it for free in the PlayStation Store.
Oh, it's free right now?
Yeah, man. Or it was. I don't know if it still is. You have to check. But moving on, Ian McKellen saying that he's not going to be retiring anytime soon. And I, for one, am excited because that means we're going to get Magneto.
Who?
Magneto.
You said Magneto.
Oh, Magneto? Magneto.
Yeah, no, I don't think he's retiring. Him and Charles Xavier, the actor, still do plays and stuff, I think.
Well, my boy is old, bro. So I guess that's why these people are asking him if he's going to be going on any longer, because let's be honest. I had his age right here. Hold on. Ian McKellen. He's 84 years old. He is, I mean, he still does roles every now and again, not as heavy as he used to. And I mean, he basically said when asked if he would retire, and he says, "For what?" He said, "I've never been out of work, but I'm aware that at any moment something could happen that prevents me from going back to work. But as long as the knees hold up and my memory remains intact, why shouldn't I? I feel I'm quite good at this acting thing now.
His knees hold up. Damn, that's the qualification.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's 84, okay, and still giving you everything that you like and love. All right, and if we get Magneto back for like a Secret Wars or whatever, maybe in Deadpool 3, why wouldn't we? Why wouldn't you? You know,
That's fair.
you would want to see him back as
well,
Magneto.
Yeah, I would want to see him. If I could see him and Charles back, hell yeah.
Meeting Michael Fassbender.
Oh well, no. Him and his Charles, not Michael Fassbender.
You don't want to see Michael Fassbender as Magneto?
Why would they both show up at the same time? Is my question.
I mean, if they're in Secret Wars, why wouldn't they show up at the same time? Different variations, my man.
It's weird. I think it'd be
Well, in a way,
they're supposed to be
time.
past him. Yeah.
But they can have different variations come out at different times in life.
I guess that's true.
You see a baby Magneto.
You're like, ooh. That's some shit you'd see from a parody movie. That's funny.
That sounded like some MCU humor. My bad. Baby Magneto coming out.
Baby Nito.
Yeah. I only say that because they pulled that shit in Endgame.
Yeah, they did.
Kind of funny though.
But
yeah.
I mean, it's good that he's not thrown in the towel yet. I don't even think what's his name has retired either. Like I said,
Who?
What's his name?
Patrick Stewart.
Yeah, Patrick Stewart.
Yeah, not yet. But he's younger than him. I think he's in his 70s.
He is not that far behind him, my man. I don't think.
Yeah, but that's still a gap. That's a good gap.
Well, yeah, but I mean, they were doing it together, and I think once he called it quits, being friends and all that, he'd also call it quits.
I mean, maybe. I don't know how close they are.
I imagine very close. They came up in place together, and then they were Magneto and Xavier for the better half of a decade.
I guess that's true too. But yeah, I was just more excited because I thought with all this rough patches, we had COVID happening. We had now that movie theaters are coming up, there's a strike now. Like, he can easily, as an 84-year-old man, just be like, you know what, this acting
Too old for this shit.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do it anymore. So I'm happy to hear that he's still in this and wants to like play characters in it. That means that we get a potential Magneto return.
Yeah.
Hopefully he's just not too old to do it. Oh, I'm gonna lift this beam.
Jesus. You just that's messed up. But I mean, yeah, that'd be cool.
He's an older cat.
I would like to see him come back too as a Magneto.
Hopefully one of these days. Hopefully soon. But it's gonna lead us to our back end, and I told you, Josh, we have a few trailers. I'm gonna let you guys know we have a few trailers. Some of them are teaser trailers, some of them are full blown trailers. So we got the first teaser trailer for a new Goosebumps show. It's tiny. It's gonna be on Disney Plus. I'm assuming that this is gonna be their attempt to start putting out more shows that will draw people into their original content. We're hearing that Percy Jackson already rapped.
Yeah,
that rap before the strike happened. So they're gonna be pumping that out probably later on this year. We have now a Goosebumps trailer, or at least a teaser. It's only 30 seconds. We don't usually do teasers, but Goosebumps to me is near and dear in my heart. So I want to see. Was a little disappointed with the Jack Black one. Not gonna lie. It didn't really hit me. So I'm hoping that Disney can do something about this and make some good Goosebumps material. What do you think? Do you think Disney got it in them?
No. No, I don't think so. Not if it's as scary and unsettling as it was back when it was on Cartoon Network.
That was great.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, you want it to be like that.
It has to match up the same way, because I couldn't watch that show for the life of me. That shit had me scared.
You watched it?
Yeah, hell yeah, I used to watch that.
Oh shit.
That one, and then there was the one
the
that I was
opening intro was crazy.
Yeah, like dun 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 dun, or whatever the fuck it went. Like, that intro alone told me, oh yeah, you're gonna see some fuck shit. And
and we did.
Oh yeah, we did. The one that still scares me is the puppet one.
Oh,
can't get behind that.
Oh, it's crazy.
So they got to do it correctly. And I mean, the Jack Black one, it was funny. I thought it was fun. I don't think it was anything too like
it just wasn't
serious,
scary.
Whatever. Yeah, no. But like seeing all the characters and stuff was nice. Like even seeing that puppet again was like, that's fucking cool. But I don't know if Disney has it in them. So I'm saying
they ain't got it in them to scare us. I mean, I heard Haunted Mansion was good. It's just people didn't watch it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we'll see. It's a 30-second little teaser, so we'll see if they can capture that for us.
Yeah, for a cool 30 seconds.
You're better off staying far away from this.
Oh, was it?
Kind of lame.
That was kind of lame. Didn't really give us much.
Didn't
really give us much.
Oh, Disney, fuck you. No.
Friday the 13th, October the 13th. I mean, they still got a month away. I mean, why would they wait to not promote this sooner? You know, give us at least a full-on trailer if that they're gonna give us that. Unless they're gonna wait to like.
That was kind of garbage.
Unless they're gonna like try to like counter fucking Aquaman's trailer on Thursday. Now that we're finally, I don't know if y'all heard that, but we're finally gonna get a trailer. We saw the little teaser on.
Comes out Thursday.
On
that
football.
came out tomorrow.
On football, no, Thursday.
Oh.
It said 4 days when it popped up on the screen
Oh.
for that Cowboys dub. Watch out! Ooh ooh ooh!
Yeah.
Super Bowl bound.
Oh my goodness. Anyway,
Jumping the gun.
yes, for sure. It's the beginning of the season. We have all year, but I don't know. This didn't give us anything. I'm ready for the next trailer already. This didn't give us shit.
All right. Well, now we're getting to a couple 20th Century Fox movies. First one is The Bike Riders. It has Austin Butler, Tom Hardy, and a couple other casts. Pretty good castings that we'll see during the trailer. Not sure what this movie's about. I seen that they were promoting it, and I was just like, motorcycles. I'm kind of down for it. I don't know if you ever seen like Wild Hogs. Kind of reminded me that with the. I didn't see the. I just seen it playing in the background. If that makes sense. So we'll check it out together. We'll see if we can get a kind of like a hint of what it is. Can we turn off that light? I'll turn it off.
Yeah, I was like,
Hold on, guys. Hold on. There's like a glare on our side. A glare in my eyes. Put this. All right, here we go. The Bike Riders.
I've been thinking, I can't run this club forever. I built this from nothing. This is our family. You and me, kid.
From the beginning?
Yes, please.
I was the golden age of bike riders. And I never felt so out of place in all my life. That's when I saw him for the first time. It took my breath away.
I'm Benny.
5 weeks later, I married him. I thought I could change him, you know? Not to be different, but to be, I don't know, like he's wild.
Hey! I told you to take that jacket off.
You'd have to kill me to get this jacket off. What about the bar? Burn it down.
The club got real big real fast. They started running drugs, gambling, prostitution.
Is that what this club is now?
I want you to quit riding.
Don't ask that. Benny. I need you.
You can't have him.
If he wants to ride a bike, you ride a bike. Hey, you know, just think it over, you know.
That one look cool.
yeah, I'm into that.
Yeah, I don't know about Tom Hardy's voice.
Yeah, I was about to say that too.
But I think I can get behind the rest of it. It seems like it's gonna be about his life, and it seems like a mixture of like bikers and mob.
yeah,
I enjoy that.
yeah, I'm into that too. I don't know what was going on with his accent though. That was kind of weird.
Hardy's, huh?
I had a problem, or I thought I was gonna have a problem with Austin Butler's voice too, because for the sake of that man, ever since he played Elvis, he has just not sounded like himself. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, and I don't know if that's just because of improv or whatever, but he was on that movie and they told him to do that and improvise it all, and he just never came out of that movie sounding the same.
He just never came back.
It's true. Like, look at an interview before he did that movie, and then look at an interview after he did the movie. He sounds like he's still doing the Elvis impression, even though he doesn't think so.
I didn't. Hot take. I didn't like the movie.
The Elvis one?
Yeah,
Man,
Yeah,
you just
dude.
don't like biopics. I don't know what your problem is.
I do love them.
No, you don't.
It's just not that one.
It was good.
It ran through their life too fast. It just went too fast. I just couldn't understand it all.
Nah, man, he did pretty good. And then, there's a lot of good scenes there. And Tom Hanks did pretty good too.
You just like it because Eminem was on the soundtrack.
That one song doesn't impact the whole movie for me. What are you talking about?
If it's Eminem, yes, it do.
No, it don't. But yeah, no, this movie looks good. The Bike Riders, December 1st.
Yeah, not bad. in theaters, and I mean probably gonna go into streaming not too long. I'm hoping this movie kind of gets a little bit of recognition, but it's gonna be during December, so
we'll see.
A lot of holiday spending.
Yeah.
Moving on though, we also have No One Will Save You trailer. This one's breaking and entering kind of movie, I think. Not really composer, directed by Brian Duffield. The film featured composer Joseph, Tim White, Trevor White, Alan Madarm, and Duffield produced. Yeah, it's gonna be out exclusively on Hulu, so this is gonna be a streaming movie. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be good. It's probably gonna be fire. It is a breaking and entering type of movie, so we'll see what it looks like. Any thoughts before jumping in? I know you haven't heard of these movies, and this is kind of like in a way, I don't like to just showcase like huge movies, I guess you could say. We got to give it to the little guys just a little bit.
Breaking and entering movie?
Yeah, something like that. You don't feel good about those?
I don't know. I guess the last breaking and entering movie I watched was what's that one where they break in? It's an old dude's house. He's blind, but he ends up killing them. What is it? What's that one? Do you know what I'm talking about?
He's blind?
Yeah.
Oh, the older guy. That the one with the old guy, right?
Yeah.
The one
they break in and he's an army vet, but he's blind, and then he basically puts him on the hunt in his
Don't
own
breathe.
house. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like the last one I watched, and that one was pretty good. I didn't see the second one.
I don't think I've ever seen that one, to be honest. I know they made 2 of them though.
That's why I didn't watch the second one. I watched the first one.
Yeah.
The first one was crazy.
I gotta still watch it, and I've still been wanting to see that one with Patrick Stewart too, The Green Room or something like that.
Oh yeah.
I've never seen that one either, but I heard that one was good too. But yeah, I'm a sucker for these movies. I know that they're also the director of the Strangers movies. He said that potentially we might get a third one, and it's gonna be called Strangers Trilogy or something.
Jesus.
Yeah. And if it's gonna leave off where the second one left off, I mean,
dear God,
I don't know if you enjoyed the first one and the second one.
I like the second one. I can't remember the first one well enough, but the second one scared the shit out of me.
Yeah, we watched that one together. Huh?
I think so.
I think we did.
Yeah, and then it ended off on a cliffhanger.
Yeah, because it's supposed to be this trilogy that's supposed to be coming up. But let's go ahead and jump into this one, and we'll judge it by what it looks like. It looks like shit. No. Start it up. Holy shit.
That's crazy. What the hell?
September 22nd.
Just
Damn,
in time for spooky season.
That's coming out next week. Holy damn. That looked pretty good.
It did look really good.
Man, Disney is fucking up. Why are they putting these good-ass movies straight to streaming? And it's coming from 20th Century Fox. And they basically been like, okay, some of them are going to go into theaters, and some of them are more than likely going to just be a Hulu streaming one. And this one looks pretty good. Why would they just put it in Hulu over the
don't
bike
know.
riders? Like, that decision is just baffling to me. I would have rather, I don't know. If I had to switch one to watch at home, I'd say the bike riders, and this one probably be in theaters.
I don't know. Maybe it's because October and September are stacked with scary movies.
There could be a reason to. It could be a reason. But I mean, with Dune missing,
that was a last minute decision though.
Yeah, that's true. And they can't really.
Once you're locked in, I think after a certain amount of time, you can't just be like, oh, then let's move it. You know, I think you're locked in after. Shit comes out in like 2 weeks.
This one?
Oh no, next week. It's already Monday. That's true.
Yeah.
Okay.
It should be out by like next week.
Damn,
Tuesday.
man. Damn. That looked really good though. Aliens?
Yeah.
This is why you keep your guns, everybody. put a
You can't probe shit.
Yeah, put a bullet or two. Probe them. Like put a bullet to an alien.
Yeah. So that movie looked actually pretty good. Pretty good.
Yeah.
And it's coming out soon too. I don't have to wait too long. That's nice. I can't wait to watch that one.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a good one.
Yeah. That one.
That might be a review. So if you guys want to see that, let us know. Let us know. But moving on to our last and final trailer, we got final trailer for Gen V. Now, we've been keeping up pretty much with the show. I have been honestly invested since the first trailer.
Yeah.
I really want to see where this goes. Some people are saying that The Boys is kind of turning into the show they were trying to parody, and that this might be one of those that's going to hit that rabbit hole. What do you think?
What do you mean?
Apparently, when Twitter gets their hands on things, people like to talk shit. And so they say that The Boys is becoming that superhero genre that they parody. Because, you know, they're making fun of the tropes, right?
Well, yeah.
So that,
they've always been doing that.
I guess
That's
that they're starting to dip into the tropes. But I'm just like, I don't think that's the case. And all 3 seasons were solid. I can't even say that they fell off in any of the seasons.
Yeah, no. That doesn't make much sense. Because they basically did that line. And of course they're making fun of people. There's a whole scene where Homelander kills someone who's blind. Kind of like Daredevil. So like that doesn't make much sense to me. I think Twitter's always gonna be that place where they flip flop on series and stuff. It's a real who's who. Like either be a real day one fan or be a day one hater. Like don't switch because you think it's popular. It's my thing.
Yeah, that's something too. That it's popping a hate on this shit. So let's go all hate on it.
Yeah, like no.
If it's genuinely bad, okay. If it's not, why are you guys gonna even pretend?
Exactly.
Why are you even gonna pretend?
Exactly. But I mean, I don't know.
Black Adam?
Nah, I've always liked that one.
Okay. More BS?
That's another guilty pleasure. People can think it's bad. I don't give 2 fucks.
Okay.
I'm waiting for it to happen for the Suicide Squad.
Where everybody turns on it?
Yeah.
I think that one's always just gonna be a forever split. I don't think it's gonna get turned on because you're gonna have the James Gunn ride or dies, and you're gonna have the people that just don't like it.
It's been slowly happening where like BVS and all them are finally getting the traction they deserved, and like I'm gatekeeping the fuck out of that because. Fuck you, where were you when they were coming out? You know what I mean? But like everyone's just like, I can't believe I was too harsh.
I don't think that's fair because we can all agree BVS was ahead of its time. So you can't be mad that these people are finally catching up.
No. Yes, I can. But I think everyone's just at that point where they're like, oh, it's popular to hate on these kinds of things, and now it's the boys' turn. But watch, once season 4 comes out, they're all gonna change their tuning.
And the
so
spinoff. You think the spinoff is gonna do good, right?
Oh yeah, I think so. I hope so.
That didn't sound too like optimistic.
Oh no, I mean I hope so. I hope it does good. I can't put all my chips on it. I'm not James Gunn with the Flash. Like I can't. I really hope it does good.
Okay. All right. Well, let's jump into this trailer. Let's see how it looks, and you let me know what you think.
I know there must be many thoughts going through your mind right now. Is this the right place for me? Do I belong here? But let me assure you that we see something in you. Something you may not even see yourself, even if you do have X-ray vision.
Congratulations, and welcome to Godolphin University.
You know when golden boy flames on, his clothes burn off? It's like a big fiery sea cucumber.
Golden Boy, Jordan, Andre, they're going all the way. They could save thousands of people.
I was coming up with your superhero name. Want to hear it? Bloody Marie.
That's terrible.
Okay, Coagula.
Even worse.
I'm not going back to the woods! There's weird going on. Who else have you told? Nobody. Don't say another word about this.
What's going on?
It's lights out.
There are evil people at this school.
This is way bigger than us. We need to make this right. This is your shot at real power.
Remember, no tiny action hero
Get it. Got it. Good.
Sweet Jesus. Digging for the truth is a rush.
This is just a tiny bit, isn't it?
Don't answer that, it's rhetorical.
It's just a matter of time before they find out about everything else we're doing.
If the woods is exposed, we all have a big, potentially fatal problem.
It's lights out.
I'm done. The one thing that is really apparent now is that we are all up.
It's lights out.
Coming out the 29th too. It's coming out soon.
Getting a lot of good stuff, actually. I'm into that.
We're eating good while the ones on the picket line tonight so much.
I'm into it though.
It looks good.
Yeah.
A little. I'm happy that they're not gonna skimp out on the action. That's something that I was kind of worried about with the first couple trailers, because obviously I know that they're trying to save most of it for the show.
Yeah.
But I was hoping that they kind of showcase a little bit more, so that they're not gonna skimp away from like I know they already said the blood and the gore. Obviously,
yeah.
we already know that's gonna come with the thing. But I was thinking that they were gonna because I think honestly, what was it like? It was the second season, like the middle of the second season, when we actually started seeing hands being thrown like crazy.
Yeah.
Well, the first season was kind of like a few whatever.
It was a lot
here
of
and
like
there.
playing it slow there.
Yeah. And then the second season is where it picked up and we've seen a lot of hands. And then the third season is where we really seen them running and shit.
Yes.
So I really didn't want to go back to like, oh, they're going to be talking more and doing little things.
No,
here and
I
there.
think once that first season got through its rough patches and they upped the budget, they were like, all right, we know this has potential. And that's why they were like, well, this show is directly from the boys. As long as we don't skip out too hard, you guys can go wild with the budget.
Oh, okay.
But it does look good. I can't fault it for that. Obviously, TV CGI, like, this doesn't bother you. I know you're one for, like, TV CGI.
It's better. They're doing a better. I think there was only like one wonky one, and that was when they were like, when she was tiny. I think the tiny scenes are the ones that look really weird in the trailer, but everything else looked like it was fine. Even the blood bending looked pretty okay. It's not like super low budget to the point where it's distracting.
Okay.
So it looks pretty good. And even in the boys too, I think that's why I was like, oh, why did this shrinking scene look different than the ones that we got in the boys? And they actually look good when they shrunk or whatever. So I don't like, that's probably another thing where it's like, well, this is a spinoff. We're not gonna fucking give you the boys budget until we can see that people want to see this,
I'm interested in that football scene or whatever. Like, football with superpowers? That's crazy.
Yeah. The dude turning into, like, the Human Torch, too.
Yeah. I don't know what repercussions that's going to have. Like, if he's just burning himself?
I don't think so, because the girl in the next scene, she said, oh, it's like a fiery cucumber or whatever, so I'm pretty sure he's going to burn his whole clothes off and just be on fire naked, and we're going to see a fire penis.
Oh. Damn, gross. No,
it is the boys.
Yeah, that's fair. But
was it the beginning of season 3 where he jumped in one?
Yeah.
God.
I did see on Twitter, I think the actual thing confirmed, the actual page confirmed it, but it takes place between 3 and 4. So the world knows that Homelander lasered a guy and then had thunderous applause behind it.
Oh, okay.
So I think we're gonna be seeing hints of that throughout this show, obviously, and then it'll lead up to season 4, whenever that comes out.
And then we're probably going to see some of them in season 4, because at one point this show was supposed to come out side by side with that.
Yeah, they had I'm assuming they're recruiting, because the 7 isn't the 7 right now.
Oh, that's true. So they're probably going to be like, oh, there's going to be one person who graduates from here.
Yeah, something like that. Because there's no Maeve, there's no Black Noir.
Unless they
clone him and
or
they bring him back.
Clone him or put him in just some random dude in a black suit. They could do that route too.
Yeah. But right now, there's only like 4 or 5 of them.
No Starlight.
She's
basically a traitor, right?
Yeah.
That's it? You think that we're going to see Soldier Boy season 4? Probably, huh?
I would like to think so, but the way they ended him off, I don't know.
Like, he was going to be on ice, huh?
Yeah, they're going to... Yeah,
and I don't want them to just bring him back over some cheap shit like, oh, we're going to need to unfreeze him. And he's going to be like, I'm back. I hope he doesn't say that. I hope that's not his line.
Well, obviously not. They're going to come with something better. But I don't know. I don't think we'll see him. I think it's going to be a while before we do. I think they might hint at him because, I mean, he was a big part of the shit going down in season 3, but I don't think we're going to see him.
You think he'll have one of those scenes like Captain America? Just like...
Yeah, I think that shit would be kind of funny.
In like a TV screen or something?
Yeah, I mean, in season 3, there was prompts of him doing that sort of stuff where he's like, drugs aren't cool. And he's like, man, if drugs aren't cool, I'm the coolest motherfucker around.
Yeah, I gotta rewatch those seasons again. I gotta watch the second season. I really love the ending of the second season when they all beat up that fucking Nazi girl.
Oh, Stormfront.
Yeah, that shit.
They
was
just
crazy.
jumped the fuck out of her.
Yeah, they're just beating her ass.
Yeah.
It was great. It was a great scene. But yeah, I'm excited for this.
Mhm.
I'm excited for all of these except for that Goosebumps thing. They gotta show me more.
Yeah, that was weird.
They gotta show me more.
That was a weird ass like teaser.
They just said don't blink.
Yeah, don't blink and you don't want to. You're not ready for this or whatever. Like,
Mhm.
how is that unsettling? How are we supposed to get?
And Disney over here thinking they're edgy. Ooh,
They're like, ooh,
Friday the 13th.
We cooked.
Ooh,
No,
it's gonna come out on the spooky.
You didn't even
thing.
turn the fire on. Goddammit.
Unless I'm getting a copy of that Texas Chainsaw Massacre game with this show, I don't care.
Yeah, no, it ain't working. That was a terrible marketing thing.
Yeah.
I don't know who greenlit that shit.
Hey, we're gonna play that game or what? That Texas Chainsaw Massacre one?
Well, we'll see.
Why you say it like that?
Because we will see. I don't know.
Damn. With that being said, but yeah, so let us know what you guys think of the trailer. But as always, Josh, let them know where they can hit us up for a movie they want us to review. If they want to talk to us, obviously, for those watching on the live stream, you guys already know where to do that. It's all up there. But for those that are listening through podcast form, Josh,
Twitter, TikTok, Instagram at Filmbros Podcast. You can hit us up there for any news or movies you'd like us to cover. We also post when new episodes are up and when we go live on Twitch. Listen to us anywhere you get your podcast. That's Spotify, Apple Podcast, YouTube Music, things like that. All our episodes are up. You can listen to us there. Support us in a big way. Buzzsprout. The link is in those bios of the socials I just gave you. Subscribers get special perks, shout outs on episodes, things like that. And again, subscribe and follow our YouTube at Film Bros Podcast and our Twitch at Film Bros Podcast.
yes, and follow our Twitch. Hit the notification bell so you guys don't miss a live.
Mm-hmm.
And follow us on everywhere else, because why wouldn't you want to keep up with us?
Basically.
With that being said, we'll talk to you guys on the next one.
Talk to you guys later.